Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of your new favorite podcast, Voices of Degenerates.
Heyo.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys are absolute real ones for making it this far, because this is now episode 6.
Woo!
Cam throwing tomatoes in the chat. I can't believe it. Cam, that's rude and unnecessary.
You know what? She's banned from the podcast.
Right? Gone. Bye. And just so you guys know, we are actively recording and have a live chat going on. So if you guys ever want to tune in, we'll be sure to throw that into our Discord, which we are currently building, so that you guys can jump into the audience. Right now, we're trying to keep the audience a little small, just so that way we can try and manage chat while we're live. But soon enough, we'll open it up so that you guys can jump in and join us while we're streaming and chatting. But for now, you guys already know the deal. We're going to go through our topics of discussion and then open up the floor to, Reeps' story time or whatever else we want to discuss. So we're going to get right into this. First question of the day. What is one snack or food most people would think is weird that you eat? So I, myself, enjoy a piece of toast with mayonnaise on it, and I enjoy it with a cup of milk.
That's disgusting.
That is weird. That is weird.
I'm sorry.
So
sometimes
okay,
I have to
is this like a
remember
go-to?
that I married this person for some reason.
So
It's disgusting.
So listen. When I was younger, right, my mom, she wasn't always home because she was a single mother, had to do what she had to do. So I had to figure out something that I could make myself to eat. I knew that I liked toast. So I popped the bread in the toaster, and then I went into the fridge and said, okay, what can I put on this? And I liked mayonnaise.
Butter.
So I grabbed mayonnaise, and I just, and then I was looking in the fridge, and the only thing to drink was milk. So I grabbed a cup of milk. And then that's how it just became a thing. Now I'll have a piece of
But where
toast.
was the train of thought of, okay, it's one thing to like take a bite and then take a sip, but to dip it in the milk is just foul.
Oh no!
Did you also do this sitting in the fridge?
Oh,
Yeah. So
Unhinged
the thing with that,
and totally out of pocket, Sito.
Thank you.
So the thing with that, so here, look, as a kid, right, you have your cookies that you dunk in milk. You have your sweet bread that you dunk in your coffee, right? Because my family, they're a Spanish family, so we would have like these sweet breads that you could grab in the morning, and you would dunk it in your coffee, and you would bite it, and you would eat it. And so, me again, young kid, cup of milk. Guess what? Bread and mayonnaise. Just dip it right in.
I'm gonna throw up just talking about it.
So
Just like
when you do the milk and cookies, though, you dip the cookie.
There's
And,
a
like,
milk
you get a
and
little
cookie.
cookie bits in the milk, and it like tastes good, right?
Like
So
mayonnaise.
you're drinking like
there.
mayo milk, dude. Like mayo milk.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
you
throw
nasty.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrible.
So
See, that's
and then
gross.
that's the highlight of the meal is when I'm drinking
No.
that mayo milk
No.
at the end.
Oh, dude.
Can you like feel it because they don't mix. I know for a fact they don't mix.
So I make sure that I wait until most of the mayo is absorbed by the bread before I start dipping.
Oh no!
So that there's no like seepage into my milk. All that I really see is like, obviously you guys have never seen this. I was gonna say, you know how you have like that. No, so it's weird. It's like almost like a glossy layer inside of the milk where you can see that the mayo is essentially
So it's
floating.
like you got like chunks of mayo just going down
That's the
like with your
mayonnaise
milk.
oil.
I literally feel so unwell.
Ugh.
So that's my snack, and
That's
you know,
Gross. Moving
So-
on. Next.
I wonder if you
Moving
thought
on.
of this question.
Nobody else can top that.
no, nobody else.
See, I
You
don't
gotta
know
be
what
kidding
is
me.
that weird.
There's
I got a
got to
pretty-
be something.
pretty weird one
there's
that I
gotta be
tried,
something. All right, hold
like,
on.
yesterday.
I'll
Go
ask
ahead.
this.
E.
Go ahead, E.
Oh well. So, I was hungry and I didn't feel like, taking sausage out the freezer and like making an actual meal. So I was like, I'm just gonna whip up a grilled cheese, but it's not like it wasn't a traditional grilled cheese. I wanted to try something different. I just wanted to experiment to see if I would like it. I put peanut butter
Nice.
on my grilled cheese.
See, I don't think that's weird as mayonnaise toast.
It wasn't that bad, honestly.
What?
It wasn't because
No, that's pretty weird.
I don't think it's as
it's-
bad as mayonnaise toast.
it's
It's not.
I don't know if I'd say it's
Skippy
disgusting.
creamy peanut butter. It wasn't half bad. I mean, you know,
It's sweet and savory. You know?
I probably won't eat it again, but
Right.
like
So it
It-
wasn't
it-
good.
it wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be.
See, but at least you
Mhm.
learned your lesson, unlike
Mhm.
our 1st
Mhm.
person.
I should have dipped it in some OJ. Or
It was
something.
good. I don't know what to tell you. Just
That
like
is
what
not
was
good.
the other day we were talking in the chat with Erica, and then I told you guys that I was eating Ritz crackers as cereal, and then she was like, "Actually,
Ritz crackers?
that sounds like that could be kind of good because it's the Ritz crackers. Yeah, the Ritz crackers, the original Ritz crackers. I would put
With milk?
Ritz crackers
Since
in a bowl,
when?
pour milk,
With-
and what do you mean?
No
When?
way, bro. Are you
Yes!
serious? That's
When?
salty. That is salty.
Yes.
The only time
It
I see
tastes
you
good.
put anything as
Did
a
you like
cereal,
drink the milk afterwards?
that's not. It's
Yes.
a vanilla
You
wafer
have to.
thing. I feel
All right.
so surprised right
Maybe
now.
my
That
palate
was
is
a
a little
chill.
different. I don't know. I guess
You
my
think?
palate is a little different here. Yeah. So I mean, and then I
That's
also eat vanilla wafers
disgusting.
like cereal too, but that's just like a cookie and milk. So I'll pour a
Right,
bowl
Like,
of
that
vanilla
one's
wafers.
understandable.
good.
Okay,
Ritz
we're good with that one.
I really think I have to get a divorce. I think I have
Oh
to
my
get a
god!
divorce. Oh my god.
All
I
right,
can't kiss you anymore.
Right.
over my
Oh.
snack preferences. It's a little excessive.
I
That's
thought
what
I found
made
one that's
from
actually kind of
Cam.
like Sito's. Actually, I was sitting
Oh,
here
no.
thinking it's not as bad as Sito's, but I remember when I was a kid for a snack, and I thought I was a fucking chef when I was making this, but literally it was like, do you remember how like Warner Brothers would have Saturday morning cartoons? Does anybody remember watching Saturday morning Warner Brother cartoons?
Yeah.
Hell
That's
yeah!
right.
course.
Was it?
So
Highlight of my childhood.
Yeah.
there,
Mhm.
one of the shows was called Fighting Foodons, and
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that show.
I
When I
remember
tell you that I
watching that.
searched the internet finding that show again, I really did.
Yeah, so I would get hungry watching that because everything was food, right? And I remember literally getting slices of bread and like I think it was shredded cheese. It might have been just like the Velveeta slices, and I'd literally just throw that shit in the microwave for like 30 seconds and feel like I just made myself a gourmet meal. It was
Nice.
Literally bread with a
Okay.
slice of cheese.
That's
Mhm.
not bad though. That's
Not
not,
bad.
like,
No.
disgusting.
That's
It's
not
bad.
nothing
Okay.
near mayo, bread, milk, whatever.
No, dipped in
the
Yeah.
milk
hell
like
that
an
was.
Oreo. Like
All right,
Yeah.
okay, all
That's
right. I'm never
filthy.
gonna live this down. That's fine.
No.
No,
No,
big deal.
not.
But okay,
you
I'll,
wanted this.
I'll redeem myself. I'll redeem myself. Okay.
There's
Do it.
no.
Guys, if you ever want to have a quick sweet treat, all right.
I will not
You-
trust you.
Oh, no.
Me
Not after
either.
your palate.
Me either, Andy.
All right, listen. Hear me out. Hear me out. Take a slice of bread.
Get some mayo.
Get
I know
some
exactly
butter.
what you're
No,
doing.
Get some
butter.
milk.
Put some butter on it. Sprinkle sugar on it and throw it in the microwave for like
Oh.
8 seconds.
Oh,
Yeah, that
yes.
sounds like regular
That's
toast.
actually.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a normal thing.
You
Does
could
it like
toast.
flambe it?
No, it makes it. I don't know how to explain it. Like the butter melts into the bread, and then the sugar kind of like gets not crystallized, but it'll like kind of like get a little hard together, but not like to the point where it's like a
That's what
like
she
a
said.
creme
Yeah.
brulee cover kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Put a
but
little
when you
cinnamon.
bite into it, oh yes, cinnamon. I haven't tried it with cinnamon, but I bet that would be amazing. Reeves
Yeah,
is putting his fist up.
Miriam's mom does that too. Apparently, I think it's
It must be.
it's-
I
yeah.
never.
See,
It's a Hispanic thing, maybe.
see.
I think so.
I used to
telling
do
you.
toast with butter and then cinnamon sugar. That's
Yeah,
how
I
we
do that
kinda-
too, but I didn't put it in the
Um,
microwave to like melt it. That's a good
No.
idea.
Well, you gotta
Mhm.
toast
Right.
it. How, like the butter, like you gotta melt the butter.
Well,
Well, I don't know.
that's why
You
you throw
toast
it in the
bread.
microwave.
I just
Or
never did
a
that part.
toaster.
Mhm. Well,
Since
well,
you
yeah.
always
could,
tell me
I don't
toasters.
toast it. I'll take the slice of bread right from the loaf, slap some butter on it, throw it in the
Mm.
microwave
Does your-
with a little bit of sugar on it.
Does your bread
Okay,
come out of the toaster
fine.
cold?
Yeah, then you pull out the bread and soft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I
It's
like.
like
I like it
chewy.
because when you bite
I
into
bet
it and
you
you
do like
pull,
it soft.
it's like
I was
He
like,
dips
is
his,
anybody
his,
gonna
his
say
mayo
it?
Mayo.
bread in milk.
family friendly here.
Family friendly, brother.
Sorry for cussing.
It's like cinnamon rolls. You know what I mean? Like the softness of a cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
That's
See,
what.
this
That's
whole
what
time
I.
I thought it was toasted.
But with
I was
mayo
like,
and
okay,
milk.
that's good. But no, just soggy white bread.
Right.
Hey! Who said anything about white bread? I eat wheat bread. All right.
I was just saying, white bread's
You're right.
expensive.
You're right.
Yeah, white
Why
bread.
gotta
is-
make
white
it
bread
about
is-
white bread, Andy?
I love the white bread. What can I say?
Oh
I'm a
man.
honey wheat kind of guy.
Yeah, there
Same.
you
Honey
go.
wheat. Honey wheat is good.
That is a good option. Yes, when you can't have the whole wheat or the potato, you go with the honey wheat.
No, I just go with honey wheat.
Yeah,
I
honey
gloss
wheat.
over the rest. I go straight for honey wheat.
That's my first choice, thanks.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so I mean that was my take on snacks that I thought were.
I have one. It's not really. I mean, I love it. I guess it's not for everybody, but it's not gross. I don't think. I'll sit with a jar of pepperoncinis and just eat them. I love them.
For the people in the chat that don't know what pepperoncinis are,
Yeah,
It
explain
is
it.
a spicy pepper that's pickled.
oh,
You never get Papa John's?
That actually sounds kind of fire.
no.
Papa
It's
John's puts
awesome.
one in every box.
Oh,
They do.
yeah,
They
see,
put one in.
We don't really have a Papa John's around here that I
Yeah.
can think of.
What?
It's a
I'm sure you
pickled
do.
spicy pepper. It's good.
Somewhere.
Mm. Good snack. Keto friendly? Is it keto friendly?
I'm sure
Yeah,
it is.
Apparently,
Oh,
who
okay.
doesn't know what that
It-
is? I mean, you know, just
if
I mean,
it's
I
keto-
don't know
that,
what it is,
you know.
Miriam.
If it's keto friendly,
I
it's
mean, I'm
Sito
also
friendly.
not a pepper person.
I like that vision.
Cito ain't know about no keto diet. Are you kidding me with this?
Keto, no keto.
Cito, no keto. Sounds like a martial art.
We should do this.
Oh no!
That
Oh
needs
no!
to
Okay, my
be-
bad. Cancel. He did the note. That was a cancel comment.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No disrespect to the martial arts out there.
Look, everything's bad territory nowadays.
Seriously, everything. All
Sorry,
right.
guys.
Anybody else got anything they want to put out there as their?
I could steal one. And I'm only stealing this from Miriam's family because I've tried it myself. But and I think it's more of like a culture thing. But crickets.
Oh
know?
no,
Like-
no.
Yeah, out.
mhm.
No, thanks. I'm good.
Right?
Mhm.
I mean, I've tried it and it was like
No,
it's like,
I feel
but-
like
Miriam in the chat's like delicious.
Delicious.
No.
They put like lime or like lemon or whatever or like
Mexico
it's like
maybe
all
has a lot
little
of
seasoning.
bugs involved.
Yeah.
It's like,
Wait,
It is
What?
weird.
did you say
I'm
crickets?
not a
things
lizard.
that are actually edible, like white inside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vision crickets. That's what he said. Crickets.
Ashley is
Cricket
horrified of crickets. Like
Oh,
Me too. Same.
even just like being remotely close to one, she borderline has a panic attack.
they're
Even
pesky.
like-
like if she's like out in the yard at night, it's
And
like,
she hears it.
or
I joked with her
I'm
one
not
time and said I was gonna buy a box of them and just like
Just release it.
surprise her, yeah, and like throw the box at her just to freak her out. And she was like, "That might be the straw." That
Okay, but wait, but wait,
that,
but
that
wait. Does she still feel
splits
that
us
way
up.
about the cricket in Mulan or Jiminy Cricket?
There's a cricket in Mulan.
Yeah,
Who
the
is
No,
that
I think-
cricket in Mulan?
she's just afraid of the real life ones.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay.
He's a lucky
I just
cricket.
didn't know if it was like the anatomy of the cricket or the fact that it's a bug. You know what I mean?
But like this is like Fear Factor. Like in Fear Factor, they would
Oh.
make you eat things like bugs. Why is it
Mhm.
like
And
it
bull
shouldn't
testicles.
Be, it shouldn't
Yes,
be.
I was gonna say testicles.
Or
Yeah.
go swimming in a
Or
pool
drink,
of leeches.
Blood of an animal.
Yeah. So the worst
Yeah.
part is the liquid, like drinking the liquid. is
The
worst
liquefied
Yeah.
brains.
Ugh.
Yeah.
part.
It's like-
Oh my god! I
You can't
know.
avoid
Can
it.
we not?
You can't just
All right,
swallow it. It
I
hits
think-
your
That's
tongue.
the same feeling I get in my stomach when he tells me he's gonna have mayo. with
Mayo
milk.
cookies.
Hey, that's your fear factor.
Like what you
Right. Yo, listen, take me to Fear Factor right now. I will pass with flying colors. Are
No,
you
you
kidding
wouldn't.
me? Okay, no, I probably wouldn't. I'm afraid of
It's
heights.
what-
But anyway,
I'm
We
scared
should,
of
we should probably move on. I think.
yeah, we're moving on. Moving on.
I've got.
Let's go into the next one because this next one I feel like is gonna really bring out the worst in some of us. What shows bring out the worst in you?
What's
So
the context?
So that's what I was gonna say. So context of this was Mimi told me, hey, I just started watching this reality show that I think that you might enjoy watching. And I was like, I don't like reality shows. Reality shows trigger me
Me
because
too.
when I see people in these reality shows that seem like they're doing the most, it upsets me. And so she puts on the show, Love Undercover, right?
Yes.
Love Undercover. If you've never heard about this show, guys, go look it up. It's actually kind of interesting, and if you're into this kind of show, it's not bad. It's about 5 superstar soccer players that are looking for love in the US where nobody really knows who they are. But if anybody were a big fan of soccer, they would recognize some of these people. So they're introducing girls, and these girls are coming in, and this one girl comes in. I'm not going to say the name because I want you guys to see, and then you're going to experience what I experienced.
Don't worry, I'm not going to watch it. It's fine.
And he's like, you
Please
don't have
feel
to worry
free.
at all. She comes onto the screen and she starts to do the intro. You know how they always do that, like, hey, my name is Dedet, right? So first of all, her name is one letter away from anus, okay?
Ooh.
One letter away from anus. Second of all, she's like, oh, I'm a singer. And then they start showing the Instagram, you know, all the posts, all the pictures and all that. You can tell, one, she's got a ton of filler in her lips. And that's one thing that and then they have her go into like a singing thing, right? She just breaks into song when she says that she's a singer. And then her jaw, when I tell you, like, I can appreciate somebody who can sing, but when she does this thing with her jaw, I literally got out of the bed and I was like, I can't fucking do this. I can't do this. This is so ridiculous. You can tell that this person's on here just trying to get 15 minutes of fame. They don't give a fuck about the actual concept of the show. And this is so stupid. And I walked to the bathroom screaming. I was like, literally screaming my brains out. I was like, I can't do this. Came back, saw it. I was like, nope, I can't.
Watching the shows with you because you're hilarious when you are triggered. And I think
That's
that's
awesome.
also, it's like extra drama for me.
I can't do it. Like, I can't do it. Reality show like that where I see somebody who's trying to get their 15 minutes of fame, it just triggers me. It just really does.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, that's mine. Reality show is mine. So who else? Who's got something?
I don't know if I have a show that pisses me off or triggers me. I think sports is probably the closest thing.
I've got one.
Well, yeah.
That's probably the one thing where, like, because I'll get to the point where, if, like, I'm super pissed, I just turn it off and walk away. Like, I won't even finish the game. I'm just like, nope.
Fair enough.
I've got one.
Go ahead.
On Netflix, this was kind of popular on Netflix, I think, during COVID, and it was around the time that Ashley and I first met, because I remember watching some of it with her, and it was just it's one of those shows. It's a reality TV show. It's almost like Big Brother. I'm pretty sure it's called Too Hot to Handle, and they put all these very attractive people in a house together, and basically there's this like lump sum of money that they're trying to win, and if they do any kind of like intimate action, they lose money, and
they're walking around like pretty much naked.
Yeah, and it just blows my mind that these people literally can't go like a couple weeks or however long it is without groping each other. Like, even if they're interested like in one another, it's like, okay, you're on this show for a very limited amount of time. You're trying to win money, allegedly, unless it's all scripted and staged, which it probably is, actually. But yeah, shows like that, but that one in particular, I can't stand.
That's a good one. That one
They actually tell people it's like a love resort when they're like bringing people in for the show. They don't tell them that, like, at first, like the first day, they have no idea they're not allowed to like do anything intimate. So it's like a bunch of like young people who are like super addicted to, you know.
Exactly.
It's like they have no idea, and the bombshell gets dropped like the first night they're there because they have like this little robot thing that like, hey guys. It's like off-brand Alexa.
Awful show. Awful concept.
Yeah.
Can't stand it. Canceled.
Yeah, the concept. Canceled, yes.
Cancel it
Should
all.
be canceled.
Cancel it all. But the thing is, like, with me, like, that show, yes, is another one that triggered me. But even shows like The Bachelor, like, people would think, oh my God, that's such a great show. It triggers me. I can't help it. I can't help it. It's just the reality TV thing is just not for me.
I have a pretty hot take here.
Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Go for it.
How hot?
Too hot to handle?
Despise.
Yes.
Hey, we can't plug them.
I absolutely despise Twilight with my entire being, my
No.
entire soul.
Oh.
Spider monkey.
That
It's a movie,
series is it's like, well, it's a movie series. I mean, I don't know. I don't care. It sucks.
I don't get the
I hate
hype
it.
behind
It's cheesy.
I will say the movie is not as good as the book. Like the books
The
are
books
always
were
better.
great.
The
The
movie
books
was
were
Always
great.
just
like
like
that, though.
yeah.
That's how it is for everything.
Yeah. The movie could have been better if the casting was
Yeah.
better, I think. So
Mhm.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I
Did I
think,
you
watch
see, like,
every
the
one?
behind the
I did.
scenes?
yeah. I think they got better as they got
Yeah.
on in the series.
Yeah.
The first one, if you go back and watch it now, you're like, ooh.
I
Hey,
don't
this guy's
think I
cool. I want
can.
to fuck the shit out of him.
Hey, I
You
don't
all
mean to
right,
interrupt,
son?
guys. I just wanted to let y'all know that behind the scenes, our crew has been working very hard. We do have quite a few
Oh.
sponsors lined up for today's
Oh,
episode.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We'll work them in
awesome.
wherever
Well,
we
actually,
have time, but I just wanted to let you guys know.
Yeah. I mean,
Very fortunate.
I
I
think we
stayed up last night signing all these contracts.
Yeah. Appreciate you, little Reaps. You're
Of course,
you're an
of course.
absolute real one.
No problem, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should probably throw one in now before we transition.
So
Let's do
Well,
it.
I think
this first
Reeps
one
needs
is
to still
actually
give us
a
his
double
show.
feature.
Oh.
One requested to be featured with the other because they complemented each other so well. And
Mm.
we got
All right, I'm
more
excited.
favorable terms by including them both together. So
Mhm.
Okay.
Fair enough, because we're here for a profit.
Yes,
Mhm.
Guys,
Yeah,
yeah,
we-
right.
We're not doing this for free. Not doing this for free.
Expect donations.
So the
And there
first
goes our
one
audience.
we've got. Let's see.
Yeah, this is America. Ain't nothing for free.
Capitalism, sir. Capitalism.
That's right.
Oh no.
I'm struggling here in California. Taxes, just
Mhm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So our first sponsor is going to be Couch Cushion Cookies, and we have a
Ooh,
little brief
yum.
message from them. So at Couch Cushion Cookies, we bake a little bit of mystery into every bite, just like your couch cushion or your sofa. We don't know what the hell's in it.
Let's go.
nice.
CCC.
It's
And
it's
then-
mystery ingredients. We'll
Yeah.
take it.
Yep.
That was
And
the
then-
good one.
So
Secret recipe.
the next one asked to be featured alongside Couch Cushion Cookies because they thought, if you're going to have some cookies, why not?
Yeah, this is a good one. This
I
is
know
gonna be a
it's
good one.
Why not dip them in some May milk where you can get your
Yes.
fix of mayo alongside milk without the need to put it on bread. So let's see, what do we have here from May Milk?
Sito had me sign that one first.
Yes.
Are
yes.
you
listen,
a
I knew
mayonnaise
it was gonna
lover
be a
looking
topic.
for a new way to indulge? Say hello to May Milk, the revolutionary drink blending your love for mayo into a sippable delight.
No.
Delicious.
That's what I
No,
get.
thank
Not
you.
till you
So-
try it,
Listen,
guys.
When you
All
get
I'm gonna
your
say
order
is-
of Couch Cushion Cookies, make sure to get some May Milk to dip them in.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. They sent me samples, and I gotta say, it's not as good as making it yourself, but it is definitely up there. It's definitely up there. And with the I forgot what flavor I think I got lint and clipped cookie.
Mm-hmm.
It was lint and like a hint of paper clip. It was pretty good.
Linton,
Those,
what
those are the
cookie?
best ones.
Yeah,
I did.
I did.
That's what I was about to.
Nope.
That
I was about to ask the same
first
thing.
That's why I said
Nope.
paper clip.
Name was
should've
like,
started
he
there.
did not. He said
Right.
he
did
did
not.
not.
Rewind.
Sorry. Cancel shirt? No. Okay, we're good. We're good.
No, that one
Alright.
might go far.
I was going to be more surprised if it was what I thought you said at first, because to even capture that flavor, you have to find it, and it's a challenge for many people.
Oh my god. All right. Well then.
That needs to be a clip.
It's the mystery flavor.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
mystery
Oh
flavor.
God.
All right. Let's get right into
Going
our
on an
next
adventure and you don't know what your destination is? Try our new flavor.
Oh my god. All right. So let's get into our next one here, guys.
Wait, Can I say my show real quick?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Like
Oh yes.
I literally got up and left because
Oh.
Mr. Reeps was like, if you're gonna yell at the TV, you just need to go.
Oh God.
He was
Oh,
watching Ashley Madison documentary,
Mm.
and
I haven't
it
watched it yet.
made me so mad. Do you guys know what Ashley Madison is?
I was gonna say
Yes.
for the people in the chat that don't know what
Okay.
that is.
So it was a dating website created for married people to confidentially come
Oh,
on
yes.
and hook up with other married people. And their data got leaked and a bunch of names came out and it was this whole big thing. And it just drove me crazy because you can't get mad as the person being on the website. You joined this website, you know?
Right.
And then the media took it and blew it up and just made it this thing, not even thinking about the poor families and other people that their lives destroyed. It made it such a public thing and like calling out all these people. And like, it just like, I was getting so mad. I'm like, I can't.
Shame.
Yeah.
Shame.
So it
Now
was
I'm gonna
like
watch
a
it.
swingers website.
You should. It's very
Well,
upsetting.
no, because
Not
if
swingers,
it's
No,
it was
it's
not
swingers,
swingers.
everyone's in
Yes, the other
agreement,
It's
party
so
has to
people
be
can have an
aware.
affair.
right?
Mm,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, this was
So
all
it's
over
not
the
a swingers
news.
website.
No.
Got it.
No,
Just cheaters website.
Mm.
right. It's somebody's gonna get murdered in their sleep when your wife finds out website.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
And there
Ah,
was
okay.
this guy that they became like bloggers, YouTube bloggers, and they became famous. And he went on video, put it up with his wife. She was behind him, like backing him up, and come to find out, like it was all a lie. Like he said, I was just on it, I didn't do it. So she was showing her support for him and all this. I just was like, oh my God, this poor woman. This
Right.
poor freaking
Gullible
woman.
much?
Yes.
Dude,
Nothing's
oh.
safe. Nothing's
But
safe in
she's
the
on
internet.
like on video just supporting him and saying like, you know, some people make bad choices. I believe he didn't have affairs. He just signed up. And I'm like, oh my God. I was getting so mad. Like these people
was just
are
Delulu is right.
scumbags.
Window shopping.
Delulu.
He's
Delulu.
window shopping. He's like, yeah, I'm not actually buying the product. I'm just looking
I
at it.
would
That's all.
never. I could
But you
never
know,
fall
she-
for that.
Looking at who's
She
cheating out
was
there.
young. They were both young and they had
Yeah.
2 kids and one on the way. Like,
Oh, no.
oh,
that's
Oh.
rough.
it just,
I joined so that I can
Yeah.
talk to these poor helpless souls and try to
I'm trying to help
steer them
them.
in the right direction.
Mhm.
Right, right.
oh,
Wait, how do you
yeah.
how do you clear your browsing history on your?
Can't see it in your reflection.
Dog. I don't think anybody here, well, maybe Dougie or I, but I don't think anybody else is old enough to have been on it.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Unless
yeah,
we
we'll
lied
go
about
with
our
that.
age, which
Yeah,
you
we'll
know,
go with
Well,
that.
young kids.
It happens.
Mhm.
You know, I realize I'm at the point now where like people will lie about their age and use my birth year.
What?
Nice.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I
Do you
believe
feel
it.
old yet?
Yeah, a little bit. Not as old as my parents, but you know,
Heyo.
halfway there.
I put you in this world, I could take you out.
Oh,
You tell
But
them.
you
Damn.
won't. But you
that's
won't.
right.
I won't. You're right. That's right. Totally
Unless you really
baseless.
piss me off. But I guess that's a great way to segue into our next question here, because that is clearly a big red flag from the partners. So our next question for today is, what is one of your partner's biggest green flags? So on the opposite side of the spectrum, what is it about the person that you are with? Ethan, obviously we know that you know,
What do you look for? What kind of green flags do you look for?
We're gonna say what your own green flag is. We'll leave it for that for you.
My
I like
own
that.
green flag.
Yeah,
Time
but
to
for
go.
everybody else.
Time to go.
Dog, you go first by the request of Miriam.
Oh, man, there's just so many, you know. Like, how could I pick one?
Right.
Good start.
Yep.
All right. So,
We're
I
in the right
guess
direction.
her biggest green flag, and I can't like. I'm trying to like be really like, you know, tread carefully and choose like the correct words, but
Why would you do that?
I'm just gonna like I'm just gonna spit it out. All right, I'm just gonna go for it. But Miriam, her biggest green flag is that she serves me. Period.
Okay. Yeah.
And let me hear me out. And that's 'cause I'm a really like
What?
Miriam in the chat said, "Wait, what?
Serves you in a good way.
no.
What does she serve you?"
She services me, but like she serves me
Okay.
in like in terms of like
Let's go. We're full sending right now.
no, but like no, she's a saint, as I always said, because I'm a really like she really keeps me grounded. Miriam does, and because without Miriam, I'll probably be like I'll probably be in jail or like I'll probably be dead.
You do live in
But-
Chicago, so
Yeah, exactly, right? Miriam keeps me straight. And then like I don't like
It's from all the
I
services.
just can't take care of myself. Like I am like an 8-year-old child stuck in like a 30-year-old
Aw.
body. So like that's her biggest green flag. She
so
just takes
Miriam
care of
served
me.
that 8-year-old child.
At least you're not a
We-
40-year-old.
Are we elaborating that the service she provides you is just
That's on our Patreon. That's on our Patreon page.
She does stuff
Yeah.
for
Extra content.
him.
Yes,
Yes,
she
yes.
services me and she also
Right.
serves me. So
Yeah. It's,
Right,
okay.
right,
All
okay.
right.
I hope that we elaborated enough for you.
Yeah. That's great
it
green
is exactly
flag.
what everyone is thinking. So just to clarify.
It's like if you guys are thinking something out there, it's probably right. That's right.
Great.
Yes, that's
That's
it.
a good one.
All right. Let's
Way
save
to go,
Sea Dog
Miriam.
from this and go with the next
Yes,
person.
please. Let's move on.
Who else
Like-
wants to go?
like,
Go ahead,
I'll go
Reese.
next.
Oh,
Oh,
Go
Vision.
for a new Vision.
Wait. Hold
So-
on. For Vision, I feel like you should bring Ashley in the room and say it.
yes. So while we're waiting for Ashley,
I'm
think
not. I'm not sure where she's at.
Ah, it's okay.
It's okay though.
Well,
that's her
mine's
green flag. She's
mi-
nowhere to be found. That's her green flag.
mine's
She left
gonna be
me.
way simpler than Sea Dog's.
Okay.
I would say that her biggest green flag, and I've seen this a lot in her like professional life with what she does. She's an occupational therapy assistant, and she's worked in all different fields from like pediatric to nursing homes, all over the place. And let me tell you, like, she doesn't have an uncaring bone in her body. Like, she is the most caring and at times selfless person I've ever met in my life, to the point where
Aw.
like she will literally drop anything for herself to help someone that she thinks needs help. And I mean, that goes even beyond our relationship, but just like her as a person, 100%. That's her green flag.
I love that.
Shout out to Ashley.
And if she
Shout out
heard
Ash
that,
Vision.
if she heard that, that better secure my spot sleeping in the bed tonight. No
Yeah,
floor,
she's
no
off
floor
the
gonna
for me.
service you now.
Yeah, no
No
floor for me
floor
tonight.
me. All
You get to-
right.
you get to
I
sit
want
at
to
the
hear
foot of the bed tonight.
Dougie's.
Who's that?
Oh, Reeps, you've been
Who's
summoned,
that?
Reeps.
Sorry, Reeps.
What would be my partner's biggest green flag? Well, there's a few, but I think one for me. Man, we started our family very young. We were kids when we had a kid.
Let's go.
We had little Reeps.
Get
We
a
were
little
kids
Reeps.
ourselves.
That guy right there.
In the flesh.
Yep. I grew up with some really amazing women in my life. My grandmother was impeccable. My mother is amazing. But I have not seen a mother on this planet that is as good as my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And on a
You're making me
daily
cry.
basis, I watch her still, even with our kid being outside of the house.
Stop it.
Such an amazing mother that
Aw.
I feel obsolete when it comes to our relationship. I work really hard to provide security and safety for my family and financial security. And, I'm in the service, right? And I'm still grinding in the service, right? Trying to secure a pension so we can do things when we retire, right? But on a daily basis, I get to watch my wife be this amazing mother. And that is such an amazing green flag that I'm really
Miriam.
appreciative to have married the woman
Agreed.
that I did. Yeah.
All right,
There
you.
you go.
let's hear it for Reaps and his green flags.
Making me cry.
When you make her cry, you know you did good.
Yes.
You know you
Nailed
did
it.
good.
Nailed it.
Now
Nailed it.
let's see if she can make you cry.
Yeah, let's go.
Is it really my turn? Ooh, okay. So with that being said, I may have been the emotional, but he has always been like, well, I've always called our foundation to our family. He has worked so hard every day. He went out in 3 feet of snow, wind, rain to build houses, join the military, has had to go to some good places and some not so good places. The sacrifices he has made to provide for our family is incredible.
Nailed it.
And to provide for our country. So
And our
Reaps,
country,
thank you.
yeah.
Let's see those
well,
Thank
tears.
you
all
for,
that. Yes,
Yeah.
for
definitely.
everything.
And for
Still
our
providing.
sons.
Still providing.
He's like, hold on, I'm still clocked in.
He was able to fund our son to go to college to do something he is passionate about. So that young man will get to
Amazing.
graduate with zero debt, unlike the two of us.
I'm very
It's
lucky.
incredible.
That is amazing. That is another
respect
round of
that.
applause for our guy Reaps.
Now let's see those tears. Let's see the tears.
He doesn't cry, Andy.
I
I cried.
Out of the
That's
20
the
years,
person you'll ever meet in your life.
out of the 20 years of my life, I've probably seen him cry a total of maybe 2 or 3 times,
At most.
I hear you.
and that
I hear you.
might be an overestimate.
All right. I guess I'll go next.
No, I cannot ever follow you.
Oh,
Oh, well,
Yeah.
then memes is going.
Fight.
No.
Then
me
the-
Red
first.
flag. That's a
Yeah.
red flag.
Actually, I think that's one of the greenest flags ever. Like, you're such a green flag that I can't be after your green flag
I
about me
cannot.
because my green flag would never be as good as your green flag.
Was that
Right.
pizza
Go.
gelato?
Let's go.
Right.
Gigolo?
Go, memes.
So I would say your biggest green flag for me is that you're very patient. Like somehow you've put up with me for over 10 years. But you just have patience with everything that you deal with in life, which I don't know how to do. So I learn from you every day. So
And this is without saying sorry. Shout out episode 1.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I haven't said sorry. She's 10 years and he's still here.
That's the patience.
That's right. That's that
Very.
patience. I'm going to be patiently waiting for that sorry until I'm 90, guys.
Mm.
Word. I'm telling you.
You will.
90 years old, I'll hear my first sorry, and it'll probably be in a eulogy.
Yeah, probably.
But I appreciate that, Smelly. I know that I sometimes do lose my temper, but I try to be as
When?
patient as possible. What do you mean when? We were just talking about it with the reality show.
Yeah, but you don't
there it is.
lose your temper with
Right here.
me.
No, obviously not with you.
Yeah.
With you, I have all
It's
the
because
patience
you
in the
made
world.
him watch it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's because you knew it was gonna trigger me, and you made me do it anyways. But yeah, no, I appreciate that. I agree. I believe that is definitely one of my pros is patience. I've been told by many people I have the patience of a saint. So
Mhm,
I
mhm.
appreciate you, appreciating that. Now
You're
it's my
welcome.
turn.
Oh,
Let's
God.
go. Let's hear it.
Here we go, guys. Get the tissues.
Mirror.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm
If
not.
she
I'm not gonna
doesn't
do.
cry, you have to do it over.
I'm gonna
No.
have to do it again. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm a
Doesn't cry,
super
cut out-
emotional
No,
person.
hold on.
Cut out the
Hold
first
on.
cake.
There we go,
You have
there we
no
go.
idea what you just triggered, Andy. You have no idea, okay? Because I proposed to her, and I made this like beautiful walkway with rose petals, and I had photos of all these different instances in our relationship that she had to walk and collect from each of our friends that were at this
Oh my
party for
God.
our engagement. And then at the very end, I had a little box that she put the roses and I forgot what else into the box, and then I proposed to her. And everybody in there was not a dry face in there except hers. She did not cry. Everybody else
That's
was crying.
okay. Some people
And then-
don't.
And then during our wedding vows, I cried when I was telling my own vows to her. She didn't
Yes.
shed a tear.
I went before him because I can't follow him.
You at least can
which is why she
take it.
just said,
Yep.
I can't go after you. But yeah, so don't expect her to cry. That's
No.
point blank
Yeah.
period. Anyways,
I heard she always went after you though.
I bawled like a baby reading my wedding
Hey,
vows, Sito.
yo!
Sea Dog was there to witness it.
So if I ever get
Aw.
married, you guys are all coming, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
If we can.
Yeah.
All right,
abs-
all right. Thanks, Ma.
I just kidding,
If I
honey.
can
Are
make
you
it,
kidding?
you just got to give me like a 2-week advance so I can request off from work. All right. Okay. So
Ugh.
green flag for memes. And while we're doing
Aw,
this,
meme.
Andy, start getting cam because you're next.
She
Green
can stay out there.
flag
She's
for
watching
memes
naughty.
is she is unbelievably intelligent and organized. Like I always tell her, like, and she hears it from everybody. It's not just me. She can grasp a concept and run with it to the point where she can immediately turn around and tell you how to better that concept or show somebody after only like 2 or 3 days of grasping the concept herself. And it is remarkable. And it has gotten her so far in her career that
That's
she
awesome.
doesn't even realize how amazing it is. Like there will be instances when I'm like getting up, going upstairs, getting ready to go to work myself. And then I'm hearing her talk to, my kids' therapists that are here. And I'm listening in and I'm just like, I have no idea what they're talking about because I'm not involved, right? 'Cause I go to work, I come home, that's it. But when I hear her talking to them and for example, we went to go tour that school the other day. And then the lady was asking you questions about things, and there was like acronyms for stuff that I was like, what the fuck is happening? What are we talking about? Is this
Bless
like
you.
like what is exactly? I'm like, what's happening? But she was on the dime. Anytime the lady asked something, she knew exactly what a response she needed to have. And I was like looking at her and I was like, I admire you for being able to do all of this stuff. Obviously, you're working full time from home, but then to also be a full time mom and be able to go through all of this stuff without even like overbearing or feeling overwhelmed to the point where you're like jumping at me for something, right? Like I try and help as much as I can, and she doesn't really ask for help because I just tend to do what I can before she asks. But it's just unbelievable to me how much you can do. And it's honestly like your biggest green flag is the fact that you are so intelligent and so organized with all of this stuff, with life, with our kids, and with work.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yay! Where's our clapping?
Oh,
Shout out
yeah.
to me.
Sorry, hold on. I didn't have it on
Come
the
on.
thing. I was watching the chat. All right.
Ah, there we go.
Delay clap for myself.
Yay, me.
All right. Andy.
Time to
Andy.
go.
Go, Anderson.
What?
Time to go.
Let's
Time to go.
Her biggest green flag is she likes to service.
She likes to what?
She likes to service me.
That she likes to service. But no, her biggest one is I know she will do whatever she can. Oh, here she comes.
Yay!
He's like, I'm coming over for this.
She will drop whatever it is that she's doing, and she'll always have my back. Like, you don't know, like that goes so far with me because I've never actually had like a partner with me that'll that has my back unconditionally.
That's hard to
So
find.
That's her
It
biggest.
is.
Like,
She
literally, like
literally
she'll
has
do.
your back right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
she'll
just has
do.
her back.
She'll I ask her to do something, she'll probably do it like no questions asked, unless it's something like weird. But
Mm.
Yeah.
But
She'll Campbell literally fights
like call him
somebody.
daddy. Like shout out episode 5? What is it? Episode 5, episode 4?
It's one of those.
Speaking of, wait, hold on, Cam. I just realized you're wearing a Hooters sweatshirt right now. Yeah. All right. Shout out Hooters.
Yeah, please sponsor us.
Can we get a sponsor
Yeah.
from
Is it,
Hooters?
yeah. Hooters.
Twin
Yeah,
Peaks.
I think it's
Sponsor,
it's
Twin
in
Peaks?
the works. Yeah,
Not
it's one of
the
those.
Hooters.
It's one of those.
Yeah. Okay. They're still not budging. All right. We'll hold on the Hooters.
Yeah.
Trying
to
all
get
right. Lil
what's your
Reeps.
biggest green flag?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
ooh.
Oh,
Oh.
wow!
There we
How
come.
the turntable.
She's like, all right, move.
All
Right.
right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Andy's would be that he tolerates my attitude,
Nice.
and
Okay. Okay.
it's appreciated because sometimes I just be going off the walls, and he's like, "Okay, chill out. You're okay."
Oh, that's a good
Rest.
thing.
Mhm.
It is.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be his green flag.
Yay!
Love that.
And
Yay, Andy.
You're
Yay.
one thing on that, and Miriam and I could attest to that because we've hung out with Cam and Andy very recently, and Andy is indeed very patient with Cam.
Mhm. Mhm. We've heard
All right.
stories. All right,
told
Lil
stories.
Reaps. What is your biggest green flag? I feel like we're gonna have like a game show, or I'm sorry, an episode where we're gonna have like a dating show for Ethan at one point, like further down the road. It's just gonna be
Oh.
like,
Yes.
what's your biggest green flag?
Please
Uh,
reply.
Like one that I think I have.
Absolutely.
We'll judge you for it.
Oh man,
Not
oh,
to
man.
worry.
Definitely.
feel like I've never had to like think about it before.
Mm.
A
What if
girl
the
might ask
parents
you on your
Say
next
what your
date.
green flags are.
Yeah. Right. What if she hits you with that pickup line like, "Hey, my name is Shannon. What's your biggest green flag?" Like, "Oh wait, I wasn't ready for this."
Right.
It's like, I'll show you. Come here.
I would
Yeah.
say
You're just gonna have to find out.
Oh my god. La la la.
all right, moving on.
The green flag.
Oh
I
my
guess we could
god.
put a little
Um,
twist. We could put a little twist on that. So since Mr. and Mrs. Reeves are here, what would you say your son's biggest green flag would be?
Yeah, help me out here,
Yeah.
guys.
Oh yeah, from the mom and dad's perspective.
Both of
Right.
you
Okay,
curated
you
me.
go first, honey.
Oh, you're gonna toss it in my lap.
I mean, she's gonna have to follow you up, so
Mm-hmm.
I love his creativity. I think he when he gets an idea in his head and he gets after it like that. So there's a noble trait, I think, in my opinion. When you're hardworking, like I like to think that I passed on the hardworking gene to my son. I got to watch my dad. I got to watch my dad working his ass off for my family, and I have kind of taken that torch for my own family. I feel like, and I'm hoping I'm passing it to him, and I've seen it in him already. So I know that when he's determined to do something, he's going to get it done, and that to me is a huge green flag. Is when you have a challenge in front of you, you're going to find a way around it. You're going to find a way to get it done for your family and the people you care about. So I've seen that in him already, and I'm proud of that as a dad to say that my kid is a
Oh, you're gonna make
hardworking
him
person.
cry?
You know what I mean?
now you gotta live up to that.
I wish my dad was like that.
And
Way to bring it down.
Right.
Ooh, we're making about you, Sito.
so
All right,
for
here we go.
me,
Now ready for the tears.
Right.
So for me, it's so hard to explain because it comes so natural to him. He has got one of the biggest hearts for a kid his age. It is a beautiful thing to see, like the way he cares about his friends, his family, animals. Like, I just think it's such a beautiful thing combined with the hard work. He's like the two of us together. The right
Love
amount of
that.
emotional
Right
and
along.
the right amount of hard work.
The
So-
perfect
Oh,
storm.
that was hot.
Yay, Ethan!
Yeah, fucking
Now you
nailing
know.
it.
Hey, take notes so you know what to say.
Try
to your
my
next
best
date.
here. Try my best here.
Yeah, well, honestly, Ethan, from the little time that I've known you, I have to say, as committed as you are to this podcast, it is incredible for somebody who just jumped into the mix. So I gotta say, I do see exactly what your mom and dad are talking about when it comes to the hard work, because you're always asking, "Hey, how can I help? Can I do this? Can I do that?" And then the fact that you're willing to do that out of your own want, not because we're asking you to, it just goes a long way. So that's going to be something that if you can, hold on to that as much as you can, but also
Your life.
don't let anybody take advantage of that, because
Yes.
goodness
Oh, yeah.
gracious, something like that
Yes.
is something that people will try and take advantage of. So stay true to you, stay who you are, keep working hard, and make sure that you put yourself first.
Yep.
That's the goal so
Oh, yeah.
far.
And also, I think the greenest flag you have is that you look like your dad.
I mean, look at them though. Look at the two of them,
No,
especially with their
the
glasses on.
similarities are uncanny.
It's crazy.
It is ridiculous.
I think.
Oh man. All right. So let's get into wait, that was the last question. So we're on to our
I
our
know.
next
Yeah.
segment. Our next segment. Who would like to take on this segment?
I thought this is my segment, isn't it? This is my.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
honey, it's all
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, that's
don't
right.
give
Yeah.
it away. Don't give it to anybody
Okay,
else.
it's
This is
story
He
time.
sounded really
Story
sad.
time.
story time.
Hey, welcome in. Today, in lieu of "Am I the Asshole?" or "Today I Fucked Up," we're going to talk about a story. I'm going to tell you a story, and we're all going to react to it.
Oh
So
boy.
here's my story. I have a friend, and we're not going to mention names on this podcast, okay? But I have a
Yes.
friend, and we talk all the time. We're on Discord together all the time. So we engage on like a daily basis, and my friend, his wife, was having a bad day. She was having a rough day at work. She's kind of, not getting along with the people she was working with. And then my friend decided to kind of pour it on a little bit. So what happened is my friend, he likes to go on cruises. He does cruises a lot, right? So he decided to mess with his wife a little bit, and he said, "Hey, I'm going on this cruise. It's my two male friends and this female friend, right? Her name was Kristen. Hey, we just booked a cruise. Well, Kristen is like a made up name. Okay. So yeah, we just booked a cruise. It's going to be us two guys and Kristen. And then my friend's wife was kind of like, "Well, what are you talking about, guy? Wait a second. Time out. Who's Kristen?" Dude's like, "Hey, don't worry about it. We're cool. Like,
Sound
she's
good.
like my gender.
He says that's how it went.
We're just gonna have a good time on the cruise. We're cruise buddies. And this went on for a good 30, 40 minutes. To where other people were getting involved, concerned that our friend was going to take a cruise with another female. So the story or the reaction I'm looking for, I guess, is how would you feel if your spouse went on a cruise with someone of the opposite gender that you didn't know?
My spouse would no longer be breathing. I'll go first.
That's jail.
I will.
Straight to jail.
I would
Straight to
gladly
jail.
go to jail. Gladly go to jail for that.
So I will say this: Mimi is not wrong, but not just because she would kill me. My cousin and my sister would both dispose of my body along with her if I did anything like that.
Oh yeah, they've already told me numerous times we have a plan.
From
and
their
everything.
words, they said, "I've watched enough shows to know how to get rid of his body. Don't worry, we got you." And this is my direct family, the ones that I was raised with.
Yeah, but what if that opposite gender person was not interested in your sexuality?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that change things?
Does
I
it?
think so.
It would
No.
for me.
Yeah, I think so.
Because let's be honest here.
It's a little
the whole thing would be
free-flowing.
it's a threat, right? It's a threat. Hey, you're going with someone of the opposite gender, and you feel like you're going on a cruise, so this is going to become this thing, right? Oh, it could be romantic. You could get drunk. You could do something stupid. But if those two people of opposite genders don't care for the same gender of
If they play on the same side.
I'm saying? Yeah, playing on the same team.
What
Yeah,
happens
man.
in Aruba stays in Aruba.
I was gonna
So
say
we'll
there
say
are
Kristen
stories.
likes girls. Is that what we're
There
saying?
are
that's what I'm saying.
stories.
So same story. We have, a male with two other male buddies, and then a lesbian female. Does that
Yeah,
change? Does that change
She
the
could
way
just
you
be
react
one of
to
the
it?
boys. Just one of the boys.
That's what I'm saying. It's
No,
another
I
wingman,
think
right?
I think that because the wife in this situation didn't know the friend at all from a hole in the
Wasn't
wall,
even. Yep.
when they've been together for how many years, the answer is still no. If
Why?
I don't know you, even if you are if you know the other orientation, if I don't know you, that's not happening. Because in my head, that's a story that you're saying. You're not a lesbian unless no, there's no way.
Not unless you could verify.
Yeah, that needs to be verified.
Basically.
All right.
Basically.
Here's my
Yeah.
certificate. Here's my. Hold on. I have it on my driver's license right here. Look, sexual preference.
Not like
Come show me in the room.
Well,
It depends on how
also-
you can give service.
maybe I can't speak to this too much, but Sito used to have a problem. So it's like a black and white thing for me. That it's no. For no.
Let's talk about this problem that Sito used to have.
So the thing is, right? I tended to attract the opposite sex without intentionally doing so. And there were times where I was
God.
I was saying, don't we all? And so there were times where I wouldn't really catch on to what was happening because I'm oblivious to when somebody's flirting with me. Like I'm just like,
You're
they're just
outgoing,
being
you're
really
friendly.
He's
I
very
am.
friendly.
I'm just very
Right.
friendly. And so I guess people take that as me being flirtatious.
I could see that.
And so
Mhm.
because of that, I
That's
have
to me.
had instances where people have, obviously mistaken and been like, oh my God, we should go out for drinks or this. And I'm just like, yeah, that would be so cool. We would have a great time.
Oh my God.
I ended up in a homosexual bar with a friend of mine at one point in time. And
Nice.
after that,
I
I
went to go watch
realized
the Barbie movie.
I should probably pay more attention to when people are inviting me places because it might be a little more than just hanging out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you also just
But-
think everyone is trying to be your friend when they're not.
Yeah, I mean, you see the good. You see the good
Yeah,
of
he
the
does.
people, right?
And that's what I'm
Yeah.
here for, to tell you that no, she is not your friend.
Bam. Keep you on check.
She's trying to get in your pants.
Nice.
Yeah.
We have a new host next week. It'll happen.
Please pay your last respects
Yeah, Tito.
to our current.
Yes. Guys, it's been real. All right. But yeah, that's I guess my take on that. But
Mhm.
I don't know if anybody else.
So is the friend the asshole? That is the question in the
Good
chat.
question.
So I think because of the timing of the joke, that might be like the pushing point to make him an asshole. But the joke itself, I've played jokes like that on Mimi, but I knew when to stop. Like as soon as I saw the trigger happen, I was like, oh shit, hold on. Woo-hoo-hoo. I don't want to sleep on the couch. But the timing of it
You
made
get the
this
option to sleep
person
on the couch.
the asshole.
Shout out
Vision
Couch
gets
Cushion
the
Cookies.
floor.
Shout out Couch Cookies and Cookies. That's when I tried their first flavors.
Mhm.
I want to talk more. Let's talk about the situation more than the people involved. I want to talk
Right.
about like if, for instance, if I had a gay friend and I went out to a bar with my gay friends, would you feel threatened as a female?
That's You shouldn't. You shouldn't. I feel like, in my honest opinion, I feel like you shouldn't, because like that's where like the trust comes in. You know, like, who do you think of me? Like, you're like, what do you think I am? You know, like I'm
Okay.
not like I'm not
Going
just
out
gonna,
to the
like, go
bar and
around-
going on a cruise is two different things, though.
It's a
Right,
vacation.
but like, but it's still like it still plays into that though, like, you know, like the whole like trust thing or like whatever, right? Because like I feel like like the friend is also aware that he's in a committed relationship. The friend is aware that he's in a committed relationship, right? So like it would be on him to like do anything like, you know, like not acceptable, right? But how do we know? How could we tell
it
that
does
that
not
friend
matter.
is not, like,
As a woman, that she's going to be uncomfortable. She's going to
All
be
of this is
uncomfortable.
Like,
predicated on the all of this is predicated on the
that's
idea
Is
fair.
it
that there
worth
was
it?
no prior communication about what was going on
Yeah.
beforehand too. And I think that
Mhm.
any of this
Yeah.
could, under the right circumstances, be acceptable given proper communication beforehand. That's my take.
Right. I mean, the addressing of it was like, oh, I booked a cruise with my friend, Kristen.
What if it was a last minute thing though? Like there wasn't like any chance to like, introduce or like get to know like the friend of the opposite gender, right? Because going back to your point earlier, Miss Reeves, I feel like that's kind of like playing into like insecurity, right? Like as the female or like as the partner, that's kind of like, why are you worried? Like we're like the friends in the situation are married. They're in a committed
See,
relationship.
all I can tell you is women are emotional.
But
We
like,
were in our heart, in our
not-
head, in
yeah.
our
Right.
everything, and it's
See,
not.
thank you.
Unhinged?
I feel like
But-
that just kind of proves my point, though.
No, because
feel-
it's
just
not
kinda proves
even a
my point.
matter of insecurity. It's also just a matter of like certain levels of respect. So like if you respect your partner,
Right.
there should be a conversation prior.
Before
If
you
your
even book a
partner
trip
is
with
not
another girl.
comfortable with opposite sex relationships, friendships, whatever, regardless of if they are a lesbian or if they're not, if your partner's not comfortable with that, that level of respect should be honored. So it's not even about insecurity. It's also just one of those things of like, do you want to continue to have pointless fights? How much does that matter going on the cruise with Kristen compared to just having a peaceful relationship with your spouse?
I think we can move on.
Yeah, I think we can
Okay.
move on. I think we have sponsors that we need to.
But I think that like the biggest thing, right, is that we just need one person to answer if the friend was the asshole. We just need one person to say they were.
Yeah.
On the
This was a
basis of,
hypothetical. This was a hypothetical.
Yeah.
This was
Very
all like
Based
hypothetical.
on
This
not
is-
true stories.
on the
This is all-
basis that
Setting
all
the scene for
relationships,
conversation.
personal
Mhm.
and professional, hinge on the ability to communicate effectively, I'm going to be the one that says yes, the friend was the
Yes.
asshole.
Yeah.
Communication,
That
communication,
friend was-
communication.
Sito. That
But
friend.
it's okay. That friend is not gonna be an asshole again. We
that
know
friend
that.
It was a
is.
bad prank. It was a bad joke.
It was a bad
At
Yeah.
bad time.
It was.
Everybody gotta remember, this was just a joke.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. It was just
It
jokes.
was.
It was a
just
prank.
a joke.
Poorly timed joke that
Based on
upset.
a fictional story, of course.
Watching from the
spouse.
outside, though, I did have a good time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was
Thank you,
great.
Jeff.
It was great.
hilarious. It was
It was
an amazing
great.
time.
Definitely some jaw-dropping moments.
It was pulled
Yeah.
off
Who's ready
really,
for a
really well.
sponsor?
It was
Yeah.
pulled
It
off
was
very, very
so
well
well.
to where everybody thought it was 100% serious. So it
Yeah.
was funny to see everyone else's reactions.
I was like
Uh,
shocked that it went that far.
It was the ultimate troll, and I could appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
I was
So
here
Yes,
for
instead
it.
you
of-
do love to troll me too.
Yeah, instead of
I would
am
troll
I
Nicole for
am I the
months.
asshole? I think that one should have been am I the actor, because that performance was flawless.
Yes.
It was
Yeah.
Oscar. That was
Check.
Oscar
Yeah.
worthy.
Oscar worthy.
I'm a huge
All
fan of
right.
like slow burn troll jobs, to where it's like a month later, and you're like, oh wait, I'm gonna remember I did this.
Or a year later, he told
Uh-huh.
me he was a certain age and he wasn't.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Nice.
Mhm.
I found out a year later. He's like, "Oh, I have blonde hair." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm a license." I'm like, "Oh, let me see." 84. I said, "What?"
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Slowest burn.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I think we have one more sponsor or a vision, or did we cover them already?
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
actually got a
we gotta
couple
make sure the
more,
paperwork
depending
is
on what
done.
we need.
Oh.
But I've got one queued up here.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Let's make sure we give that sponsor the shout out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this next sponsor is a quite unusual petting zoo called Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh, shout
Oh, I
out.
love it there.
Yeah, I've only
I've
I've
heard
only
good
heard
things.
about it. I've
Yeah,
never
I've
been
heard
there
good things.
myself.
5 stars
the,
on Yelp.
the bit that they sent us to read is: Are you tired of the typical tame petting zoo experience? Ready for something that truly stands out? Welcome to Skinwalker Ranch, the most unfriendly petting zoo you'll ever love. Forget gentle lambs and cuddly rabbits. Our residents are as wild as the legends that roam our lands, from elusive creatures that lurk in the shadows to mysterious beings that roam at dusk. You won't find any of these in a regular zoo. Perfect for the
Nice.
brave, the curious, and the adventurous, Skinwalker Ranch offers more than just a visit. It promises an encounter with the inexplicable. Dare to discover what's hiding in the corners of the most secretive ranch in America. Come to Skinwalker Ranch. It's wild, it's weird, it's wonderful. Disclaimer.
Hey, here we go.
Disclaimer. Skinwalker Ranch is not responsible for any injuries sustained on the premises, including but not limited to missing limbs, wounds, or physical harm up to and including death. Enter at your own risk.
Well, let's book a vacation.
Open
It
from
sounds-
11 p.m. to 4 in the morning if you guys are interested.
Yes.
Sign a waiver.
I've got vouchers for anybody that is
You have
interested.
to sign an NDA before you enter the park.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely. That's important.
Just email
Can't
us
forget
at voicesofdegenerates@gmail.com. And
You may
I
be
will
visited by the
up.
Men in Black.
We have some coupons too. I think we got like 10% like off
Yeah, yeah.
ticket
There's
prices
vouchers.
too.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Mhm.
You
Yeah, we
might
got
not
some of
remember
that
your
too.
trip there.
Voices
but
of
Death
Degenerates
is free.
vouchers.
Yeah. You may not remember what happened,
Look up our
but it would always
listeners
be a
out
good
there.
time.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, awesome. Well, that is it for our episode today, guys. Unless anybody has anything else that they wanted to discuss or bring up, this is an open
Since
floor.
that's the end of the episode, we have one more sponsor actually that's been we were waiting on things to finalize, but I can share it real
Yep.
quick.
Paperwork just passed.
Yep.
I
Okay.
just,
So-
I just
Yeah.
got the email.
Okay,
Got
so
it,
this
okay.
next one is, and honestly, it's kind of uncanny. I thought that our host had something to do with this one, but apparently there's no connection. But there is a new karate dojo opening up in
Mhm.
in the greater Midwest area. I think it's a franchise actually, and it's
Mhm.
Yeah,
Called-
they're up and coming.
it's called
They're
Sito
up and
no
coming.
Keto,
Yes.
and
I'm going.
Can I put that on a shirt? I
No
want a
direct
shirt.
correlation.
the
Yes, this is a
search-
merch
coming
this is a
later.
merch opportunity.
They didn't give us much to go off of, but they do have a phrase, and it says, "Empower your spirit, master your path, eat what you want." Take it for what it
Damn
is.
right.
That's all they gave me.
I'm right.
Damn
Oh
right.
my god. That needs to be on a shirt, and then on the back of it, it needs to say, "Eat what you want."
That
Damn
should
right.
be our new logo.
And, for
Stay
every
tuned for the
membership,
merch coming later.
for every sign up that we get, you get a month's supply of bread and mayonnaise.
Oh,
Yes,
very
you
nice.
get a
No. You
monthly
get you,
supply
you get
of
a
May
monthly-
milk.
Yes, May milk and
That's right. Yes,
couch
they
cushion
are
cookies.
Couch
collabor-
cushion
yep.
cookies.
Couch cookie cookies.
There we
yeah.
go.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
sign up now, guys.
Very
Exactly.
generous.
And
of
if you
Sito
sign up
no
for a year,
Keto.
you also get 3 tickets to Skinwalker Ranch.
That's right.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Mm.
How did we
Our
get all these
sponsor-
collaborations to go?
Collabing.
Wow, that's
Our
awesome.
sponsors have been collabing. That's
Shout
right.
out to our
That's-
sponsorship team. They've been working very hard.
They've been killing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah,
We're
Lil
gonna
Reaps.
overtime. We're gonna
Lil
overtime.
Reaps. Amazing.
Amazing.
Sea Dog
Yeah.
for inbound and filtering, and then Vision,
Yes.
of course, with the presentations. We appreciate you guys. You guys have been absolutely killing it on the back end stuff. Everybody, round of applause. Round of
Yes.
applause. That's good.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you to all our
Alright.
sponsors.
Yep.
But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our episode. So thank you all so much for tuning in and hanging out with us. You guys are absolutely amazing if you've listened to all of our episodes until now. And we promise they're only going to get better. So make sure you tune in. Throw those alerts on. We are live on Spotify and on YouTube at the moment, but we will be branching out to other places. So make sure you guys keep up with us. And when we get that Discord up and running, we will plug that as well so that you guys can join in and chat with us offline. But for now, let's leave them with our shower thought, Reaps.
Let's go.
Ooh, my shower thought?
Oh, he's
Yep.
thrown off.
God, I'm terribly unprepared.
Thrown off.
Why didn't you have a shower thought ready?
What do you
Oh.
mean
Bring it
you're
on, bring it on
prepared?
No, wait, we can cut this stuff out, right? Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah.
For those of you that are in the audience watching, you didn't hear that.
Yes, this is live. This is not happening edited.
Live. That's what
There's
happens
poop
when
smell if
when-
nobody's there to
Are you
smell it.
ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Can we please, as a group, take a moment to appreciate that Mother Nature not only pre-wrapped, but also pre-sliced oranges? You're welcome.
Hey.
Wow.
And with the
Wow.
shout out to Dave, we're going to
All
see you
right.
guys next time. Hey, join us for episode 7. We're going to talk about more crazy stuff. So we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Good night,
Thanks for
Later,
hanging out with
everybody.
us.
Bye.
Bye.